set says we finally made it. Made it where? There's some nice treasures hidden at the top of the tower. Let's go get them.
That's it!
The magic stone! Look! No! What?
Leave this to me. I'm an expert in stonology. What the?
Idiot.
That's weird.
Oh, he's a bumbling amateur.
Jensen, don't touch that.
Don't touch it. Well, don't we need it? All right, let everyone be quiet. Let's see how a professional gets this job done. Quiet, please. Thank you. You can take notes if you want. All right. First we have to... Where are girls go? We have to keep silent.
Yikes.
Ah!
No, look out! Dog power of death. Come Dog power of death. Come Death calls. You must answer! Death calls. You must answer!
Hey, not bad for a young punk. Watch out!
No, no! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Guys, stop it!
Look at that. He did it all just to get the stone. You could learn from him.
I see.
Captain said, can I hold it?
I don't know. It's dangerous. It'll explode if you drop it.
A little dangerous? I mean, that thing could kill us all.
Yeah. Here, catch.
Got it.
Tolton, why didn't you catch it?
He said it was going to explode!
Oh, he's hopeless.
Give
me that.
You're welcome.
Enough fooling around.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about him. I don't think he was breastfed.
Well, you get kind of cranky when you're 1,000 years old.
Everybody grab onto something!
Oh, got burned.
Not really gonna make it.
Hey, don't talk about it like that.
Whoa, what is that thing?
Othrosaurus.
Wasn't that turned into stone?
In exchange for the sealing of your memories, right? It's a trap set by Gongora. He devised it so that Othrosaurus would revive when my memories returned.
Set, land at New Morrow.
Aye, aye.
This time, Ming, we're gonna help you protect your kingdom.
Guess he doesn't know who he's fooling with, climbing on board like this.
Set the pirate!
Set, stop the ship! We'll take him on right here.
Aye, aye, sir.
Not too smart, eh?
Good call. You must answer! Good call. You must answer!
power of death. Come That seemed like a needless battle.
Alright, we defeated the Arthrosauruses. Sure did. Lucky for us, huh, Ming? Yeah, thank you. Well, that takes care of that. Let's see what's happening in Numara. Seth says, what now? I'm gonna go back to the palace. Well, we can't let you go there by yourself. We'll gladly make sure you get there safe and sound, right, Kime? Well, it looks like I entered from a different side. Okay. Welcome back, my queen. She's back. Pretty popular, aren't you? Why don't you say something to him? I apologize for being away so long. I'm glad to see all of you well. We're glad to see you well too, queen. Still so beautiful and strong. I knew we could trust her to defeat the Arthosaurus. Numara is saved, and it's all thanks to you. I'm so happy our queen's back. Hopefully you'll put General Kakanas in his place. Kakanas, huh? Guess your absence must have turned him loose. Well, what now, Ming? Are you going back to the palace? Kakanas might have a trap set up. Ming says, I'll be alright. I have an important task to take care of. Wow, the security seems light here. How hilarious. Just walk right through the front door, baby. That's how you do it.
Oh, great. I speak with Her Majesty's voice.
Don't panic. Let's see how this plays out.
Welcome home, Your Majesty. Thank you all for bringing our queen home to us unharmed.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
I don't trust him at all.
Huh? General, I have caused you concern. I ask that you look at me.
All of our people prayed for your safe return every day you were away from us. I am truly pleased.
Indeed.
You must be tired from your long journey. Please, rest and refresh yourself.
Thank you very much.
You worthless harlot! And you're angry? Ha! As if you had the right! At last, I have taken control of Numara and destroyed its weak pacifism! I shall never relinquish my hold on it! Ha! I think I'll see just how immortal our queen really is! Oh, do you see now? Numara is mine!
The people of Numara belong to no one!
Your Majesty?
General, you are such a fool.
You planned this!
Those who cannot conquer their desires shall never be fit to lead. How pathetic you are.
What? I'll kill you all!
Good look at that, bruh.
We've taken the advantage!
Dog power of death. Come forth! Dog power of death. Come forth!
Death calls. You must answer! Death calls. You must answer!
Your Highness! You've still got it in you! Fire! Fire until they are destroyed! Why must you keep interfering? I can make this nation stronger than pacifists and cowards like you! I am not finished yet! I will destroy you!
Dog power of death. Come forth! Dog power of death. Come forth!
Death calls. You must answer! Death calls. You must answer!
Your Majesty! Haven't you seen the state of the world? With pacifism as our only policy, we will never be perceived as equal to other nations. In truth, the day is coming soon when we will be forced to capitulate.
Yes, I realized after seeing the world that sometimes power is needed. But General, the power you seek is power only for yourself. That is why it is weak.
I must write about this in my journal.
Your Majesty!
Maya.
Oh, you're safe! I'm so sorry we failed to anticipate Kakanas' scheme.
It's not your fault. I was too lenient with him by far. I afforded him the opportunity to run unchecked. And for that, the responsibility is mine.
Don't blame yourself.
He's right. I mean, that general is twisted.
And yet, even he too is another of Gongora's many victims.
Yeah, he does really well by himself.
Your Majesty, may I know the names of your companions?
Oh, yes. Oh, excuse me. I haven't introduced you. These are my loyal ladies-in-waiting. Maya here is my chief lady-in-waiting.
Greetings and welcome to New Mara. We are honored.
Maya, these people have become my dear friends and should be treated with the greatest courtesy. We are all working for a common goal, and we have an urgent mission to complete.
A mission? And what of New Mara, Your Majesty? Your Majesty?
Until I carry out this mission, I shall have to be away from my people. During that time, I shall entrust Numara to the care of my ladies.
Oh, to us, Your Majesty?
Please do as I would. As you have been closest to me, I believe you are capable of what I ask. I shall return as swiftly as possible.
Yes, my queen. While your majesty is away, we shall protect Numara. We shall not fail.
A dream has been revealed. The Queen's loneliness. 1,000 years can change everything, including the landscape. Queen Ming surveys her capital from the palace window. The panoramic view is like a great history book. A volcano towering in the distance, which used to spew clouds of smoke, went dormant 700 years ago. Once part of the sea, the inlet was reclaimed 500 years ago to become a village for the fisherfolk who spend their lives on the ocean. The river once arced grandly across the landscape, but the bulge that occurred 300 years ago became the occasion for major flood control construction in the form of a perfectly straight channel. Where the river used to curve, there is now an oxbow lake, in which reeds grow in profusion, and the banks provide the people with a rich natural bounty. Even the area that formerly was a barren rock-strewn wasteland became a vast fruit-bearing garden thanks to the irrigation project that was undertaken 200 years ago. The mountain that was the center of the people's religious faith was enveloped in sky-scorching flames 100 years ago. Formerly swathed in a thick green covering and seen as the home of the gods, the towering peak was transformed into a bare rock pile by a forest fire that burned for 3 days and nights. Almost everything that lived in the forest, birds and beasts of course, but many people too died in the flames. The people in the village below mourned the horrible transformation of their god's abode, but now, 100 years later, the mountain is as green as ever. The people of the village and the people of the mountain still tell the story of the fire, but today's children can hardly imagine that the rich green slopes were once charred and burned. Restored, though, to its original green lushness, of course, the mountain could well be enveloped in flames again, 100 years from now, or 200, or even tomorrow. Even if it should be charred bare again, however, trees would sprout anew, the birds and beasts and insects chased away would return, and given enough time, the mountain would be covered in green as before. Such are the workings of nature. Given enough time, dizzying stretches of time. But no. To become dizzy at the thought of vast stretches of time is a privilege of the ordinary folk, those who have no choice but to devote their energies to living in the present. How fortunate they are to be able to look back to the past of 1,000 years ago like an old man telling a child a fairy tale. Once upon a time, long, long ago. And how truly fortunate one would be to be able to tell the story of this country's future as a rosy dream, the way children relate their own dreams of the future with flashing eyes, and to entrust that dream to the next reign. Ming stands at the window like this every morning. It is a special time of day for her, when she thinks about the livelihood of her subjects and watches for signs of enemy intrusions, as well as pondering measures she might wish to adopt. She has done this every day without fail for the past 1,000 years, and the country has flourished. The people no longer starve as they did when she first took the throne. Future historians will no doubt sing the praises of Ming's 1,000-year reign. She will be extolled as the 1,000-year-old queen, and her noble figure will be vividly engraved in people's memories. Cherishing these memories of her, however, people will die before she does. The historians who praise her too, instead of witnessing her reign to its end, will become themselves a part of history. Ming has been queen for the past 1,000 years, and could be for the next 1,000 as well. Her Majesty is in excellent spirits again this morning, I trust, she hears the voice behind her. Her gaze still fixed on the streets of the city below, Ming answers, "You're early today." Not so early if Her Majesty herself is already observing the smoke rising from the cauldrons of her people. She need not turn to ascertain the identity of the smiling face behind her. It belongs to Nagram, her senior minister. The smile is courtly genial, but deep within the narrowed eyes, she knows there resides a dark gleam. Today I will accompany Her Majesty in the inspection of the troops. You? Yes. Owing to a slight change in assignments today. Is that so? I'm hardly up to the task, but I will do my best if Her Majesty will allow me to serve her in this capacity. I beg her permission. With her back still turned to Nagram, Ming gives a silent nod. Ah yes, she thinks to herself with a bitter smile, the plan goes into action today. Ming has sensed for a very long time that Nagram is up to no good. He apparently has seized command of certain units of the Royal Guard. Scattered throughout the city, too, his people are lying low, ready to set fires as soon as his orders come down. No doubt about it, today, when the regular ceremonial inspection of the troops is scheduled to take place, is the perfect day for a coup. When Nagram leaves, Ming enters her office and summons Hane, the most senior of her ministers, a true elder statesman and her most trusted confidant. Hane, who sports a luxurious beard, has served Ming for over 40 years. Your Majesty, I understand Nagram was here earlier. Yes, apparently he is to accompany me to the inspection of the troops. This is all she has to tell him. Stroking his bushy beard, Han says, "This means they've run out of patience." "I know," replies Ming. "I'm sure they can't wait to get started." What a fool he is. He has absolutely no idea that Your Majesty has been letting him set his own trap. If he were smart enough to realize that, he would be taking at least 2 more years to make preparations. Then he would have much more power at his disposal. He could link up not just with the Royal Guard, but also the main body of the army and the police force. He could conspire with external enemies and arrange for them to invade just as the ceremonies are getting underway. Then his coup would probably succeed. If he had the long-range vision to include the wealthy merchants and the intelligista among his allies, he might even be able to mount a revolution that would overthrow the monarchy itself. That is what I would do if I were Nagram, as long as I were undertaking a coup, of course. I would think about that much at the very least. Han's smile could not hide the fact that all this talk of successful revolution was making him uncomfortable. Her Majesty is unmatched by any enemy except one, herself. He may be right, Ming thinks. If she had an enemy with an eternal life like hers who is willing to devote all the time needed to planning a revolution, be it a century or 2, the result would surely go beyond revolution and develop into a large-scale civil war. Human lives, however, are limited in duration, and because of this limitation, humans rush to achieve results before they are ready. Nagram is one of them. If he could live 200 years, to say nothing of 1,000, he would not be trying to take up arms at such an in-between point in time. Still, says Hans, I have to admit that Nagram has extended his forces far more successfully than I ever imagined. What have I been doing all this time? I'm ashamed of myself. Don't let it bother you, Hans. Thanks to your inattention, we will probably be able to smoke out many more rats. Ming gives a satisfied chuckle. Nor is this mere bravado on her part. They chose not to arrest him at an earlier stage and allowed him to swim free for a while in order to take this opportunity to net the entire force of rebels both inside and outside the palace. Yes, I know, Hans replies and goes on to explain the plan for crushing the coup. His plans are impeccable. The coup has virtually no chance of succeeding. All they need to do is carry out a wholesale arrest of the rebel royal guard units that rise up in the palace and the partisans lurking in the city, and it will be some time before any more individuals with outsized ambitions show up again. This will be our first purge in 15 years, Hans remarks. Has it been that long? It certainly has, Your Majesty. This fine beard of mine was jet black last time. Hans commanded the troops that put down the coup 15 years ago. Loyal, courageous, and cool-headed, he is the ideal staff officer. Without a doubt, he is one of the very best military advisors Ming has had in over 1,000 years on the throne. How selfish of me, Hans. I should have let you retire years ago. That's out of the question, Your Majesty. Serving you is my life. I am deeply honored to have this final opportunity to be of service. True, not even this superb retainer could be with her through all eternity. In another 5 years, 10 at the most, Hans, like other royal retainers of the past, would be laid to rest to the sound of military cannons. It is always like this. Just as the ambitious ones rush to make their mark because they cannot live forever, the loyal ones in whom she can place her complete confidence stake their very lives on serving her because they cannot live forever. They carve their names in a single line of history and depart from Ming for the rest of eternity. Ming herself, though, goes on living. Eternal youth, immortality. So this is the dream of humanity, is it? None of them knows the loneliness of an eternal life. When Hans next addresses Ming, there is a new urgency in his voice. About the troops that will quell the uprising, I will command the ones outside the palace. Do I have Her Majesty's permission to put command of the interior palace guards in the hands of my young protege? Ah, yes, Jan. He may be young, but he is extremely capable. I have nurtured him carefully. I know he will serve Her Majesty splendidly after this old soldier is gone. I would like to give him the opportunity to distinguish himself in the current emergency. Ming herself is fully aware of Yan's outstanding qualities. Young as he most certainly is, he far excels the other chamberlains in both the civil and military arts. He is undoubtedly the prime candidate to succeed Hans as Ming's top general. What are Her Majesty's thoughts on the matter? All right then, let him take charge. Her Majesty has my unbounded thanks. I am sure Jan himself will be deeply moved to learn that he has earned Her Majesty's confidence. Hans all but prostrates himself before her, an expression of relief on his face at having obtained Ming's permission. But still, he continues, Her Majesty has been wary of Nagram for a long time. True, she says. Meanwhile, this old soldier of yours had no idea, whatever that Nagram might be planning a rebellion. I am deeply ashamed to confess it now, but to me he seemed the very model of loyalty. How is it that Her Majesty was able to see Nagram's actual disloyalty? Ming only smiles without answering the question. The same thing happened at the time of the coup 15 years ago, Hans continues. The only reason that we were able to suppress the revolt before it even got started was that Her Majesty saw it coming before anyone else. Then as now, I was blind to the traitor's plot. If you say so, Hans. Has Her Majesty forgotten? Well, it was so long ago. Ming tries to evade the issue. There is no way she could have forgotten. The ringleader of the coup 15 years ago was her most trusted retainer. When she first broached the subject to Hans and the others, warning them to be on their guard against the man, all without exception insisted that he, above all, was beyond reproach. In the end, Ming's suspicions proved to be correct. She knew, however faithfully he carried out her orders, however warmly he swore his loyalty, she knew. These days, however, she has begun to wonder on occasion if that is something to be grateful for. The landscape is not the only thing that will change in 1,000 years. People's hearts will also change. After numberless meetings and partings across the centuries, Ming has come to realize the fragility, the evanescence of trust. She no longer trusts anything in words, neither can she fully trust everything in action. She simply knows by looking into someone's eyes. That way she can tell everything to a mysterious and disheartening degree. In the eyes of those who would bring harm to this country, without exception, there resides a dark gleam. It is there, in all of them, the man plotting a coup, the man secretly involved with foreign enemies, the man fattening his purse with heavy taxes wrung from the people, the female spy who seduces high ministers to exact state secrets, the man who accepts huge bribes from merchants eager for the glory of becoming an official purveyor to the royal household. Neither their words nor their deeds give them away. Often the man himself has no idea of the misdeeds he will later commit, but Ming can tell. Only Ming, who has lived for 1,000 years. The silent voices tell her, "Be careful of this man. Don't take your eyes off of that woman." This was not the case in her youth, but having repeatedly tasted the bitter experience of betrayal, having been assailed by her own regrets and self-reproach, she has learned to doubt. Ming can see what no one else can, the dark gleam deep in the eyes. This has enabled her to ward off a variety of disasters before they could even start. The kingdom has managed to flourish because Ming has more often chosen to doubt than to believe. This is the best course for her to follow as a queen. It is, however, an infinitely lonely way to live. Nagram's coup collapses in an instant. The rebel units of the Royal Guard, who draw their swords against Ming during the inspection of the troops in the plaza, become the prey of Yan and his men, who have been hiding around the perimeter. Meanwhile, the anti-rebel forces under Han's command pounce on Nagram's followers, who have been gathering to set fire to the city, and are arrested without resistance. Poor Nagram grovels on the earth, begging for his life. To him, Ming only says, "I grant you the right to die with honor." A soldier lays a sword before Nagram. Wordlessly, Ming conveys to him that it is time for him to take his own life. She turns on her heels and returns to the palace under armed escort. This will keep anyone from having thoughts of fomenting a rebellion for a while at least. The peace of the kingdom has been preserved, but it will not last forever. When the memory of Nagram's coup begins to fade 10 years from now, or 20, or maybe even 100, another man with ambition will emerge, as has happened so many times before. It is the role of the queen to accept this endlessly repeating cycle, Ming tells herself, sighing. Ming is standing at the palace window, surveying the city streets below when Yan enters the room. "Your Majesty, I'm here to report that Nagram successfully took his own life a short while ago." "Oh, so he dispatched himself with dignity?" "He did. Traitor though he was, he died in a way befitting a commanding general. Return his body to his family with all due ceremony." She turns and stares straight at Yan, whose spine stiffens under the onslaught of her gaze. And then she sees it without a doubt. The dark gleam flashes deep within his eyes for one fleeting instant. So Yan is another one, is he? She thinks with a bitter smile. Unable to fathom the meaning of her smile, Yan is at a loss for words. "Thank you for all your efforts," Ming says to him. Suppressing a sigh, she turns to the window again. The sky stretches overhead in an expanse of blue. The only thing unchanged for the past 1,000 years may be the blue of that sky. But still, I am the queen, Ming tells herself, meditating on her role. I'm the one who rules this country and maintains the people's happiness. She gazes long and hard at the sky, rising to her full, proud height. Oh look, it's Queen Ming. A little boy in an alleyway before the castle spots Ming and begins waving at her wildly. A woman, the boy's mother no doubt, charges out of a doorway and bowing humbly to Ming, begins scolding the boy for his behavior. Ming herself, however, waves back at him with a smile on her face. Smiling joyfully at this unexpected response from Her Majesty the Queen, the boy starts jumping up and down, shouting, "Long live Queen Ming!" Ming stares again at the sky above. Unchanged, though it has been for 1,000 years, the blue of the sky penetrates more deeply into her eyes and her heart than it ever did in the days of her youth. Looks like I accidentally skipped that last slide there.
We should take the white boa.
The white boa?
If it's a ship you need, we have the Nautilus.
To get through the ice fields, we'll need a ship that can break the ice with its hull. And the white boa can do that.
It's true the Nautilus doesn't have as much strength. She'd probably be no match against the ice. I guess she wouldn't be right for this one.
Oh, I meant no insult to the Nautilus. She has shown unmatched maneuverability. And we shall have need of her again. Please, lend us your help when we need it.
Yeah, sure. Leave it to me.
We should be able to berth the Nautilus inside the white boa. That way we could use either ship when needed.
That's true. I shall go ahead of you to the harbor to give instructions for our departure.
Ming,
What is it?
will you go back? Not to our world, but to your country. You must choose at some point. A 1,000 years is a long time.
There are many important things to be done in this world. Kaim. What will you do?
Do you really mean it?
I can't say what Gongora might be planning. For him to remain in this world for his own selfish ends.
Not about him. About you. Don't you want to stay and save Namara?
There's something else to stay for, too.
A bum? Like me? I'm sorry. I'm not used to this, you know, getting serious like this, and, well, I mean, you, see, you're queen, you got a castle, it's, you know, own your own country, you know, and I'm serious when I fall in love. I mean, you know, I don't play around like that. I mean, I know I am good looking and kind of irresistible. But see, I never thought you'd get serious about me, and I gotta tell you, I mean, you being immortal, and I'm just, you know, just a regular guy, you know, good sense of humor, you know, but I don't know what to say. Help me.
So queens shouldn't fall in love?
Okay. I know you're there. Kids.
She likes you.
You two little snoops.
That's sweet. He's blushing. You're so cute, Jackson.
Ow! What are you, Seth's sister?
Aunt Ming, this is the guy for you?
He's the only one for me.
All over his face. He's gay.
We will do whatever must be done. Go.
What the fuck is this shit? My pussy, so juicy. It rocks cabooses. And it's Lucy. So let me get fucked inside my butt.
Took some real guts, your worshipness. Okay, help me up. Come on. Pull. White boa. Watch out!
Come on! Okay, careful. Okay, here I come. Catch me!
approach during this hallowed time.
Bunch of crap.
Yeah, sounds to me like he's just shooting his mouth off.
This scene definitely is going to be where I get my thumbnail for this, though.
We are the darkness. You should sink into the darkness yourself.
Well, don't you talk slow.
Level heads win battles.
Gongora!
Let's follow Grand Staff. Said, give us maximum speed.
Everybody, get to the bridge! Now!
Mac, Cook, hurry up.
Sarah, look at that!
What the hell is that?
It's magic energy. It's boiling up from deep within the stars.
Wait a minute. Stars? Isn't the magic energy coming from that tower of mirror thing? There?
The mirrors, they're behind the stars?
Burn up. So that's what Gungar is aiming to do. Destroy the mirrors. What'll he do then? Blow the stars away?
He's a fool. If he does that, he'll be the one blown away.
We can't just sit here. We have to figure out what he wants.
Well, now, see there? That sounds like you're finally talking some sense. No, I don't think we can achieve this.
Save your breath. Aye, aye, Captain! Saving breath!
He wants the stars to be directly behind the mirrors, and needs the power of Grand Staff to do it. He wants to use the magic energy amplified by Grand Staff as a medium. He can completely destroy the mirrors that way.
Grand Staff was built for this. Gondor has fooled all of Ura.
We're going in.
Oh, well, hopefully this is a shorter tower since we already mostly climbed it with our airship thing. Hot skippity fuck, we're in the upper level. But he's at the bottom, isn't he? Oh my god. Sarah says, is everyone alright? Cook says, yeah. Max says, me too. Jansen says, I thought I was gonna die. Tolton says, I'm alright. Sed says, don't overexert yourself, your worshipness. Your face looks blue. Seth says, Sed, stop picking on him. Where's Gongora? Above us? Ming says, yeah, I can feel his intense magical energy and it's growing stronger by the second. Kaim says, he's getting closer to his target, the Tower of Mirrors. We need to hurry.
It's the portal to our world.
Is that where you came from?
Yes.
So you're not going back to your world, right? I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. But, you know, just, are you still deciding?
No. In my heart, I already decided.
Alrighty, so basically the long and short of that conversation is that we need to shut off that barrier. Shocker. Jansen says, what the hell is this? It's filled with a disturbing amount of magic energy. What could this be? Ah, it looks like we found the place's main source of power. Let's have gay sex with it. What is this mess? Seth says, well, do you think you can shut it down? It'll be tough, it's in emergency mode, so we can't shut it down the usual way. We'll need Gongora's permission, and he's in the control room. Of course, we could do it by brute force. We just knock out the power that's used to keep this thing running in emergency mode, and that may knock out the barrier as well. But in order to do that, we'd have to go to both subunits and destroy the mechanism supplying the energy to them. Sounds good to me. We're here to get rid of this Grand Staff anyway, might as well start trashing the place. Alright, Sed, can you open up a communication channel to the inside of the subunit through the control panel? Yeah, I should be able to do that. Are you guys sure you're gonna be okay? Destroying them should be easy. We'll just attack both sides at once. You take the lead and we'll go in groups of 2. Well, off we go then. Let's check on our equipment before heading in though. Who knows what we'll run into in there. Mama's right. Once you're ready to go, give me a holler. Sed says, whoa, what the heck? Sorry, it's a bit too late to be saying this, but the subunit's interior exists within a different dimension. There seems to be some kind of a transport device that's channeling magic energy from another dimension. It's not something I can deal with from here. This is starting to get out of hand. Listen, there are some large monsters in your dimension. There are parts of the machine. Killing them would knock out the magic supply and disturb the balance of the delicate energy field. This machine is using those 2 side transmitters to manage this massive energy flow in the field that it feels. If we aren't careful and only destroy one of the 2, the imbalance will close off this dimension forever. Awesome. Both transmitters need to be shut down at the same time, so we'll need to figure out a way to take out the 2 monsters connected to the transmitter simultaneously. I can adjust the transmitter output from here. That ought to help you somewhat, although I can only do that for 1 transmitter at a time. Sorry I can't be of more help. You're just gonna have to work with it. Both sides at the same time. Got it? You gotta synchronize the final flows. Baby.
Oh no, look out!
Death calls. You must answer! Death calls. You must answer!
That was a close one.
Sed says, woohoo, I knew you guys could do it. And now I can shut off the power over here and send you all back to the dimension. Okie dokie. It looks as though this machine was the main power source. I can feel its magic power dissipating bit by bit. Well, let's go then. We can use the central control panel to shut off the barrier. He's hangry.
calls me. You must answer!
That was a close one.
You people understand nothing. This world is so incredible. Why have you not come to see this over the past 1,000 years?
Let me ask you, what remains that keeps you in this world?
Surely you felt the myriad of feelings interwoven in these people's lives. Don't you think the energy that evokes such feelings is incredible? The joy and sorrow they feel, the energy that keeps them alive, inherent in all people. If I am infected by this virus called emotions, I welcome it.
You say you find feelings incredible. How can you possibly attempt to control them?
It is because they are incredible that I covet their power. And I have come to know this desire through this world. As long as people live, I shall acquire unlimited power. And this body shall truly be immortal. Why do you not see how much better it would be to experience the joy of infinite power instead of the burden of your physical bodies?
Oh, please! People who talk on and on about power are rarely sane.
That's right! You tell him! You tell him, Mama!
Thanks, Ed. Yeah!
You understand nothing! Overwhelming power will annihilate the people here. It's proven by the history that you so covet. There are 1,000 years here. Haven't we seen countless nations rise and fall?
You should well know how much magic energy has adversely affected this world.
That's pointless, Ming. He's not listening to anything any of us are saying. For us, it's about trust and belonging in this world. You know what I mean? And all Fancy Pants wants here is reigns of power.
Wow! Pretty well said for you, Terrence. I owe you a little respect.
A little? That was my best stuff.
Well, it looks like we shall never agree. There is only one thing to do. There can be no death for the likes of us. Our fight would be unending. Shall we entrust our fates to mortals then? What?
Jensen! Jensen! What?
Jensen, you all right?
Cain! What have you learned from all the distasteful tasks I assigned you to? Was it not one of my rules that you should never bring anything unnecessary into your place of work? To bring mortals here is little better than putting ourselves in shackles. Don't you agree? Rise, Jensen. You shall now earn the money I paid you.
Jensen!
Your efforts are futile. You cannot break the spell. Before he left Ura with Kyle, he entered into a contract with me. As long as that contract remains in force, Jansen shall be my puppet! This is your comrade, is it not? Will you attack your friend? It must be easy for you to kill this world. After all, you've seen countless other deaths. I can sense Jensen's emotions at this very moment. Even after he's lost self-control, he's still concerned for you. You cannot save this man, despite what you feel. You immortals should understand this better than anyone. It doesn't matter anymore. Everything will end soon. And my world will begin! All right. Time to stop playing around! Our contract has been fulfilled. Get out of my sight.
Jensen.
You are all so pathetic. Caring for these weak mortal fools is nothing but a waste of time!
Time only deepens our thoughts, Gangora. These thoughts may appear ephemeral to us, but their impact can last forever.
Is that all you managed to learn in 1,000 years, Kaim? I will cut the link to my former world and become a God.
You shall return immediately.
What? What is that?
Return? Never! I shall break the link that joins the two worlds and remain here and rule forever!
Energy dispersed. Darkness has begun.
Oh yay. Let me guess, a timed runaway sequence, like the last one.
Come on. Hang in there. This is no place for us to die.
Come on, Mac.
Okay. I am.
We can't let Gongora escape. Oh, finally. Hold on to that anger, your worshipness. Shit.
We're getting out of here.
I am so sorry. I don't know what happened.
Forget it. This isn't your fault.
Does it hurt?
Yeah. Listen, I am so sorry. I couldn't control myself.
Alright, I think we've made it, kids.
Gongora has been a disaster for this world, but we don't belong here either. Our existence here only invites chaos. Even without magic energy, immortals have no place here. And yet you plan to remain, Ming? We should go back.
Is that what you want, Kaim? I know you said you have no need for the past, but what have you learned over the last 1,000 years?
There are things here that I don't want to lose either. But our mission is clear. We must go back.
Stop! I don't want to hear that now. So many things have become important to us in 1,000 years' time. As they should have. That's what's kept us alive till now.
Sally.
So we have to stop Gongora, right? He'll destroy everything that's important to us.
There's only one place Gongora will go.
Yes, the Tower of Mirrors.
They're here.
Angora!
Whoa! Whoa! What's happening? Everyone! What's going on?
Something's burning.
Not me! Over here! Stay out of the light! Get out! Hurry!
Time has returned to us.
Kaim, do you feel it?
It feels different. The force that pervades my body is from our world. We're not letting you get away, Gongora!
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. There is no better place for me to fight immortals than here.
What?
In this light, it's like being in a part of our own world. Here, beyond the mirrors, time flows normally. We are no longer immortal. In this light, one could say, death lives.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Death lives.
But Grand Staff has fallen! What's left for you?
You do not understand. I have conquered Ura and vanquished Gotsa. This magic energy will be enough to annihilate the Queen of Numara and gain the throne of the gods!
If that's the only answer you've come to after a millennium, there's no future for you!
A millennium! What will it be like to die after living a millennium? First, I shall deal with you who stand in my way. Then, I shall destroy these cursed mirrors!
Why wouldn't he just destroy them now and trap them here? This guy's an idiot.
That leads us to our death is now the source of life for a mighty beast. This great beast, born of powerful magic energy, do you think your puny magic can possibly defeat it?
thought I attacked. Oh, she has counter magic on. God damn it. Sarah's just trying to hit it with a light bulb on a stick, like a crackhead. It's me, bitch Slapio!
Don't underestimate our 1,000 years.
Don't forget, you're no different than us.
Yes, your fear of death exists here just like ours.
Me? I am fearful?
Your desire for some grand throne of the gods shows your fear.
Nonsense! I do not fear death. Death is my existence as a god! Are you fools ready to battle this god?
If he's so confident in his abilities, then why did he send his boyfriend to soften us up?
I've seen everything.
I feel like this dickhead could have taken us here like a lot longer ago in the plot. It feels so drawn out this second half of the game.
Hey, you gotta do something!
It's the vowel song. Sing along if you know it. I actually wasn't paying attention. Was I hurting him with magic, or am I just curing him? Ah, who cares? If I put more mortals in my party, would they all sacrifice themselves so that I could, like, do the super Jesus bitch slap?
Dog power of Dog power of You must answer! You must answer!
Oh yay, now he's a throbbing, veiny shaft.
What's going on with his power?
It's no use. We'll never win unless we block the power from the mirrors. Damn it.
That's it? Well, if that's the case, then... Yeah. Okay, here we go. Jensen!
No, Jensen!
Everyone help! Help! Block the light!
Aye, aye, sir! I'll help too. Come!
You got it. Works for me. Let's do it.
Everyone, stop!
Hurry! Take the door down before it's too late! Do what Jensen says! We have to finish Gongora up now!
Dog power of Dog power of You must answer! You must answer! You must answer!
A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U!
You must answer! Dog power of
Yay, it's Naruto again. Soya, 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 soya!
We did it!
Serves you right, you freak!
Jansen, that's enough! Drop the barrier!
I'm trying, but something's not... I'm not sure what's wrong.
It won't go away!
What's going on? Check it out!
It's magic energy. The magic energy that formed the barrier. It's causing the power to increase. It's eating through!
This is bad! Time is moving faster!
What do we do?
No. It's happening again! Not again!
Looks like we're gonna be mummies before we lose our clothes.
I think this is the end.
You can't leave me like this.
I'm so glad I met you. You made a guy like me be like an honorable man. If only for a little while.
No! You have to get out!
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Jensen!
Cook! Mac!
I can't move. We'll be okay. Mom's waiting for us. I'm sure we'll see her in the Aurora.
Don't talk like that!
No!
Sit! Get up! I can't move anymore. Your Graceness, I'm older than you know.
Sid!
Mama, it looks like I'm going before you.
Stop talking like that!
Declaring my love to you at the end before dying. Noble, isn't it? I always wanted to play the dying hero, but really not really. I don't feel good. Any thoughts?
Jensen.
I love you, Ming.
Can we do something, Kyler? What will we tell her? She wanted us to take care of her. You're our responsibility.
Hang on, Sid. Let me go. I can't hang on anymore. I can never.
want to save them? Break the mirrors! Do it yourselves! Yeah! That's it! Use that and destroy the mirrors! But after you do so, we will never be able to return! My time has come! Grand Staff is not my only weapon. I have prepared storage tanks of energy everywhere! And with its power, I shall control the world! I shall lock the memories away for all eternity!
Break the mirrors! Kyle! Hurry! I'll be seeing ya. We're going back first.
Just breathe, it's all right.
I don't think we should stay here any longer.
Let's go.
Yeah, right.
The rudder is locked. It won't move.
What's that?
What's happening?
Whoa! What? Don't let go? What are you, nuts?
It's loosened up.
Right! Good move!
I don't feel the rudder.
It's Seth! Yes. Yes, it is.
Mama?
She's here now?
It's so warm.
Seth, what a woman.
Mama. Just when I had finally found you.
Sarah? Seth isn't dead, is she? No. She went home to her own world.
Is that not the same as death for an immortal?
In a sense, yes. Seth. Until we meet again.
Dear Seth, are you well? A quiet normalcy has at last returned to this world. Even now, in all kinds of places, people are meeting, parting, smiling, crying, raging, grieving, filled with all kinds of emotions everywhere.
I just wanna fuck. I just wanna fuck.
Looking back at it all, what this world has is imagination. It would be too much to say that this world was created by such imagination.
I just wanna fuck.
You should also know that we have once again been infected by the virus of emotions.
I just wanna
I will
fuck.
cherish the experience of them now. It was feelings, after all, that allowed me to love Kime. I have no desire to reject these thoughts. You remember Cook and Mac?
Lyram entrusted these sweet jewels to Kaim and me. We are now all four of us, living in Lyram's old house.
I just wanna fuck.
Our life is so ordinary, but those everyday things are more fun than I would have imagined. Tolton returned to his place as king. He and Ming both asked Kaim for help in governing, but he turned them down, and we bought a large farm. We're leading a much simpler life, working with other farmers in the area to grow what each season allows us to. And for me, once I see Kaim and the children off each morning, I continue to write my history of magic energy, one page at a time. Given all that I have seen of this world, I want to leave a proper record.
Alright. I just wanna fuck.
Oh, I nearly forgot. We have big news. Something fun is about to happen. Something that'll make history. Today,
I just wanna
we have another celebration.
Yo! What a great-looking family!
Hi, Seth. They're picking us up. Good to see you again.
I'm telling you, you guys sure are demanding. What am I? Your chauffeur? On aboard!
I just wanna fuck.
Dan! Are we late?
Not to worry. Do we, Bruce?
I don't know. Lately, Tolton has turned into a real kingly type of guy. Everything is organized down to the last detail. He's got a schedule for everything. Hey, he might have started already.
The bride and groom shall step forward.
I just wanna fuck.
Jensen Freed, do you take Ming Numara as your wife, promising to love her for all eternity?
I just wanna fuck.
I do.
Ming Numara, do you take Jensen Freed as your husband, promising to love him for all eternity?
I just wanna fuck.
I do.
Wow.
Please seal your promise with a kiss.
Kiss. Yeah, this is my favorite part.
I just wanna fuck.
These people, can make this look good. King Jensen. Wow. I mean, I cannot believe this is happening to me.
I, King Tolton, also have a promise to make. As a friend and as the ruler of Ura, as of this moment, I will do my best to restore the world to its native state, filled with love and mercy.
Congratulations are in order, Mama. I know you can see this.
So, Sarah, shall we try for another millennium?
I'd like that. So happy, Kaim.
I don't think the memories will be as painful as they were in the last one.
So once we've raised the children as Lyram asked, then what?
We can take it easy. Eternity's not so bad.
She'd love it here. Hey, it's Kaim! Hi, Kaim! Sarah! Sarah! Look at you! Wow!
Heavy.
That's great. I think we should do that everywhere. I just wanna fuck. I just wanna fuck. I just wanna fuck.
When you touch me, it feels just like a dream with the warmth that's in your eyes when you look at me.
I just wanna fuck.
I hear your voice beside me. It whispers to me. I can't hide how it makes me feel the shyness you see.
I just wanna fuck.
I may never understand how deep it goes, but I know how I feel, what I hold deep in my heart. There's just no way to stop this. It's hopeless but true. I feel this love more than anything. So what more can I do? You know, I thought I would be much stronger than I am. But then I feel the boldness that's inside my heart just melt away. how I feel for you, and what I wanna say keeps getting locked inside. I like to make what you are into someone irreplaceable, who will always be by my side. I'd like to make what you are into something so wondrous in this life of mine that I would love for all time.
I just wanna fuck.
When you kiss me, I think I'm in a dream.
I just wanna fuck.
With the warmth that's in your gaze when you look at me. Your eyes fill with emotion, sparkling with tears. I feel this love. This is everything. But what more can I do? You know, I thought I would be more fragile than I am, but then my hands hold strong into the truth I know and hold so deep. And with this gentle touch, I hope I can express just how I feel for you. I'd like to make what you are into someone irreplaceable, who will always be by my side. I'd like to make what you are into something so wondrous in this life of mine that I would love for all time. I'd like to make what you are into something I can own.
I just wanna fuck.